Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another Peter Lennox Automotive Car of the Week. And here we are again on a beautiful sunny Melbourne day with blue skies, and we've got something extra special for you, extra luxurious, in the form of this beautiful 2021 S450 W223 S-Class. Now, we've had a few different S-Classes as Car of the Weeks in the last month or so, and we continue this trend with today's model. Now, this is the best we've had. It's obviously the latest model, the most feature-packed. It is amazing on the inside, quite a radical change to everything else, which I'll show you all that inside. The screen, you know, it rivals Tesla. Probably beats it. Well, we know it beats it. We love Mercedes. This car is amazing, and I'll just show you around. It is in as new condition, less than 2 years old, so you get the balance of the new car warranty. Basically, you're saving yourselves hundreds of thousands. This car was over 300k with stamp duty, taxes, luxury car taxes, and drive away prices. Now it is only 209,990 drive away. That's right, no taxes, no extra fees, nothing. 209,990 drive away. It's a lot of money, but for a car like this, if you're looking for something like this, it's actually a bargain. As you would know, it's the cheapest on the market currently in this specification, and it is really a bargain considering all the options. So beautiful car. You're probably wondering, what is the mileage on this one? It has done only 16,632 kilometers at time of filming, which is remarkably low for a car that's just under 2 years old, and it is in as new condition. This beautiful S450 is finished in diamond white bright metallic. It's a premium option, $2,000 extra for this paint, and this was the only premium option at the time. So you do get something that is very unique and different than, you know, your neighbor might have in his garage, which is standard paint. Now, this car comes with exclusive black Nappa leather. That was a 5k option on this car, so you're getting a lot of options that the new owner ticked. And it comes with a high gloss poplar wood trim, gloss finish, and a very, very nice luxurious center console, which I'll show you on the inside. Now, as you can see, this car is fully loaded as you would expect on an S-Class, especially an S450. 360 camera, Distronic cruise control, and what is really amazing are these headlights. Now, you'll have to Google these. Digital light, as you can see there, digital light Mercedes-Benz headlights. They feature roughly 1 or 2 million individual pixels or beams per headlight. It's the latest and greatest technology from Mercedes, and it guarantees an absolutely amazing night driving experience. This you'll have to test yourself, because it is really, really amazing. As you can see, it comes with these beautiful genuine AMG 20-inch wheels on Bridgestone tires, drilled rotors, so very, very nice, lots of stopping power on a big sedan like this. Now, the S-Class obviously is one of the largest of the cars available from Mercedes, and it is very, very nice. Now, you're probably wondering, where are the handles? Well, much like a Tesla, I guess you could say, they've gone all modern on these. They're actually hidden, but if I put my hand here, they come out like so, and they'll stay out until I get in the car or lock the car again. So very convenient, very nice. I guess it just adds to the look, to the luxury of it all. And as you can see, Mercedes-Benz printed on there, or engraved, which is very nice. As we go here, now this car does have factory tint, as you can see, which is quite dark, all legal, all factory, and a beautiful pano sunroof, as you can see, that extends right to the back of the roof. And it does actually have this nice viewing glass for the rear passengers. Now remember, the S-Class is a very luxurious car, which accommodates not only the driver but the passengers in absolute luxury. There's the rear wheel, absolutely stunning, that two-tone finish. Now let's go to the back of the car. So there you go, you got the 4MATIC. It is a 4MATIC four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive system on this car. And S450, now you're probably wondering, what is it? It's a 6-cylinder 3-litre that produces quite a lot of power, and it's a turbo and electric compressor, so it's an EQ car hybrid, and you're getting about 270 kilowatts and 500 newton meters of torque, sorry. So it is actually quite zippy. Now I will show you another nice feature. You kick your foot like so, and the boot opens up. Just quickly show you in here. As you can see, very spacious boot with a manhole into the interior. And again, with such low mileage, the original owner hardly used this car. As you can see, even the back sill here, very good condition. Auto tailgate, you would expect obviously nothing less. There we go. Now let's have a look at this rear exhaust system here. Twin exhausts, very nice with a chrome finish and a slightly aggressive diffuser. Now this car does have the AMG styling package front and rear, including the AMG line interior exterior sports package, the 20-inch AMG wheels. So you do get a lot of AMG love just to make it a bit more sporty. Now that beautiful chrome side skirt and those wheels are perfectly spaced out. Just a beautiful car. Let's have a quick look on the passenger side. Okay, there you go. So as you can see by the buttons here, there is a rear blind and obviously rear control for the panoramic sunroof in the back. Let's have a look at that. There you go, you got the panoramic sunroof on top. Simply stunning. And look at these seats. These are beautiful updated seats in that black Nappa leather. Now remember, that's a 5K option, and your passengers in the rear don't miss out. As you can see, AMG floor mats, plenty of space, simply stunning. Let's have a look on the passenger side. And there we go. As you can see, heated and cooled memory powered seats. And let's have a look at that updated modern interior. Look at that beautiful dash, the seats themselves. Now these are multi-contoured, heated and cooled massage function seats, which is basically the best of the best that you can get from a Mercedes. And as you can see, they are simply stunning to look at, and again, hardly used. Very nice. So an S-Class is all about the luxury and the comfort. Let's jump inside on the driver's side and see what some of the creature comforts are. Just quickly walk around. As you can see, this car does not have any marks or scratches. The bumpers, everything is as new. So you are basically saving yourself close to 100k on a car that is still in as new condition. Remember, 300k brand new, now just under 2010 drive away. All right, let's jump inside on the driver's side and see what it's got. All right, so here we are inside because it's nice and sunny outside, so we'll show you the car in a little bit of darkness. As you can see, the car is currently locked. So to open, swipe your hand and pull the handle. So that's something that we haven't seen on a lot of Mercedes or S-Classes. It's obviously on the new W223 models. Alright, let's start as usual with the quality and the condition of the car. As you can see, no wear and tear down the sides, that beautiful leather stitching all the way through. You got powered, heated and cooled front seats with memory. Your headlights are actually controlled via this setting here, no longer on the dash, which is something that's a bit different. And then you've obviously got your controls, which are traditional. You've also got the rear blind and the sunroof there. So very nice. That's the rear one. Now just to mention, this car does come with the best level of audio from Mercedes, the Burmeister sound system, and it really is music to your ears. Come and test drive it. You will buy this car. It is so good. Alright, let's have a look at this car inside. Wow, look at that beautiful updated screen. That thick chunky steering wheel with the flat spoke. And those amazing seats, which are an option, with the black Nappa leather, heated, cooled and massage function. And currently got the sunroof, the panoramic sunroof closed, and I'll open that up in just a minute. Let's jump inside this car and see what it's like. Okay, well, there's plenty of room in here, that's for sure. As you can see, the Mercedes logo comes up, and we've currently got 16,657 kilometers at time of filming. And let's give you a driver's eye view of what it's like in this car. As you can see, currently we've got like ambient lighting in the red. Quite nice actually, and you can actually see it in here. That's why we took the car inside, because it is, as you can see, very bright outside. So you can see the red highlighting just here. And we do have the sunroof currently closed and the rear blind currently open. Now, might as well show you those functions quickly, and then we'll go into this computer system or screen that is here. And this is the new command system. As you can see, there is no more dials or touchpads or anything here, which have been around for 10 plus years. So it is a whole new command system right there via touchscreen. And that new steering wheel just here, simplified from earlier models, but very, very nice. All right, let's have a look at the sunroof and the rear blind, and then we'll go into the computer. Okay, we'll start the car up first. And as you can see, it starts up very, very nice. Big screen in the middle here for your odometer and all your essential functions, and then a huge screen here, like an iPad size or double the size of an iPad. Very high resolution, really has to be seen to be appreciated. Very, very nice. We'll go into that in a detail. Let's have a look at the sunroof. As you can see, it's currently closed. It does expand all the way to the roof, to the back, and there's that beautiful red highlighting through there. Very nice. Now if you want to open the sunroof, very different to previous Mercedes, it's actually a touch capacitive sensor. So you slide your finger on there and it'll open up. I'll just show you how that works. Let's have a look. And there you go, the sunroof opens. So very easy to use, no more switches. Now if we slide again, the sunroof actually opens all the way. The blind comes up, and if you swipe again, the blind goes all the way back, which is a very nice feature to have. Now there is actually a button for the rear blind just here. Press that button, and as you can see, the rear blind opens up and sort of allows your passengers to enjoy that panoramic view. Obviously it is on the glass, but it is very nice. So this sunroof extends all the way through the roof, as you can see, and is very, very nice to have. Now let's have a look at the rear blind, which is controlled by a button on the driver's side door, and also can be controlled by the rear passengers. Now I'll press that button just to show you how it works. The blind comes up from the back, and as you can see, provides extra level of privacy and comfort from the heat of the sun, yet still allows vision out. Press the button again and the blind goes down. Now that is an option on these S-classes, and this car does have it, which is very, very nice. What is also very nice in this latest generation is this mirror. As you can see, very small, very sharp, but amazing to look out. Very, very clear. Alright, so let's get down to the new command system and have a look at this. So as you can see, very large screen in the middle. There is, as mentioned before, no dials or touchpads here, as has been the flavor of every Mercedes for the last 10 or more years. And as you can see, it's got that big LCD screen here, which shows you the odometer and other vital functions. Now those lights flashing, they are actually not visible to the human eye. For some reason the camera's catching them, but the human eye cannot see them. So let's go through the command system first and see just how advanced this car is. Okay, so there we have it. I'll go through some of these settings. This is totally different to the previous generation of Mercedes. So as you can see, you've got the large screen and you mainly touch everything on the screen. The buttons at the bottom are quick access or shortcuts to functions you might use all the time. And this here is actually fingerprint scanner. So I'll show you in a separate video with Bree just how this works. You have to connect your phone and internet to the car using the Mercedes Me app, and once you've got the Mercedes Me app connected, the car actually remembers you, and as soon as you get in and you touch this button with your finger and it identifies you, it sets everything in the car to your settings, and I'll show you that in just a bit. Alright, so to get in and register with the car, put your finger on the fingerprint scanner right there. It reads your fingerprint obviously and logs you into the vehicle, and as you can see, once you're logged in, it actually sets up all your personal preferences, so your steering position, your seat position, all your particulars here within the command system, so the way you've got your tachometer set up, for example, and a lot of other preferences are tailored to you using the Mercedes Me app and obviously the internet. So very clever and very usable if you've got more than one driver. So this is the Mercedes Me app on the phone, and once you're logged in, you can actually control the vehicle. You can control the vehicle. Let's go through some of the settings. As you can see, it's got trip data, vehicle status, tire pressures, and a lot more other settings, and tells you what's happening with the vehicle exactly. When you click on more, there's a host of options, and obviously this is all connected to the internet, to your Mercedes Me account. As you can see, Bree's just going through the settings there. You can actually change the ambient lighting settings in here, so you can actually see just behind on the door there, it changing color as Bree changes it on the screen on her phone. So this is really the latest and greatest tech that you get using the Mercedes Me adapter with this car. It's all built in. Very, very nice. And all you have to do is register an account and then pair it with the car, and the car becomes individualized for yourself. Okay, now obviously we've got, emergency here, power on, volume control mute, and here we've got a button that controls the heads-up display. So I'll go through that in just a minute, but first I want to show you the 360 camera. As you can see, which is basically the best I've ever seen in a Mercedes, or any car for that matter. It looks a bit strange right here because we're parked inside next to cars that are very close to us at the front and the back, but it is simply amazing. When you're parking this car, you could not hit anything. It would be remarkable if you were to hit anything because it's so clear and it warns you of everything. So it's a 360 camera, next generation. So by clicking the button here, as you can see, you can actually scroll through the dynamic select functions as seen on other Mercedes models throughout the years. So you can have economy, comfort, sport plus, and individual, which lets you adjust the engine, the suspension, because it does have the air suspension, the steering, and the ESP settings to your individual level. We like to keep it on sport. It's a good compromise between being a bit too soft and also very nice to drive. Now, as you can see, we are on the heads-up or sort of quick access screen here, which lets you access your favorite quick functions. So let's have a look. This car does have an amazing heads-up display, and you can even turn the front screen to a 3D mode. So I'll press that and show you to see if you can actually see it on the camera. So that's the standard mode, and then 3D. Now you cannot really actually see the effect much on the camera, but looking at it with your eyes, it actually does look like it's got a lot of depth of field. It does look actually very, very 3D. I've never seen that in a car before. Now I'll turn it off. As you can see on camera, it doesn't really, as you can see, barely changes, and you cannot get the effect. And as you can see, beautiful display here, 3D and 2D, very nice. Now I cannot show you the heads-up display because we are parked at the end of the day inside, and normally you'd have the heads-up display here in color, very, very nice, but because we're parked and the car's in front, it doesn't activate. You can also change the active assist steering here, active lane keeping, parktronic, and you can raise the vehicle because it is obviously air suspension. So that's some of the quick functions accessed via this button. Now if we go to the home screen and press on home, we get this beautiful navigation, which is what the setting is currently set to. So by default we have the navigation screen. Now you can change a lot of these options. We'll go through from top to bottom. As you can see, you've got your Wi-Fi, which the car is currently connected to, where to, and you've got different profiles. Now remember, I mentioned before, this car does have the Mercedes Me authentication system, so it's got the fingerprint reader here, and you can have different users. By clicking on here, you can see there's different user profiles. Currently we don't have a user profile, we're not logged in. Now where to, you just touch like on your phone and you can enter the address, touch on the screen, it says where do you want to go, previous destination, filling stations, parking spaces, all sorts of options here for you to try. Now this is amazing, like a smartphone and very smooth. As you can see, you can zoom in and zoom out of the map, so very, very nice, very smooth and high resolution. A lot of options through here, but let's go through some of the basic ones. As we come to here, we've got temperature control, as you would have normal dials, so up and down, speed, auto, you've got your demister, climate menu, I'll show you then in just a minute, automatic function and dual zone climate control. Now if I go into the climate menu, you can see you can actually adjust a lot of different options. You can sync your left and right side, you can adjust the footwell heating, and even your various settings for your ventilation up front, like those beautiful vents right there, your window vents and whatnot. Or you can go back into the climate control menu and press the auto button, which does everything for you, and that's probably the best way to have it. Now if we click on home again, it goes back to that screen, and now if we click home again, we come up with a beautiful home screen. This is where all your settings are and your options. Now I'll just put the volume of that fan down a bit. Alright, so we've got apps, comfort, settings, phone, radio, media, info and smartphone. So this one does have the latest version of wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. Simply amazing. So you got all your phone apps, your WhatsApp, your Waze, your whatever you want to use on your phone. You've got the ones that are compatible, you've got them on the screen here. Your Google Maps, your Apple Maps, so everything's here, which is really, really good. Now let's go through some of the apps just quickly. Mercedes Me, so you can download that on your phone, create an account. Weather app, as you can see, it comes pre-installed on the car, and as long as you're connected to the network, which we are, you've got the forecast for today. As you can see, beautiful 23 degrees, so very, very nice in Melbourne. If we go back home, go back to apps, and then you got a browser, so you can actually browse. You got your gallery, and obviously licensing info. You can possibly download more apps, we haven't. Now if we go here, comfort settings, now this really goes into a lot of details. I could spend hours on this. I'll just quickly try and go through some of these settings on this new car. Massage function, so this is an option on this car, and these are the best seats you can get. So you got your massage functionality, you got classic massage, mobilizing massage, activating heating, and a few others. As you can see, deep workout, workout cushion, workout backrest. So you don't have to pay for massages, you can have it all in the car. Select classic, and then you can click play, and both seats start massaging the driver. You can make it intensive, as you can see, and intensive for the passenger, and I can feel it straight away. Again, come and test drive it first to see we'll buy this car, because these functions really have to be experienced. Now apart from massage functionality, you've got seat options, and as you can see, you got seat kinetics. Now this is a new thing that I haven't seen before, but when you click play, the seat moves up, down, left, right, just a little bit to keep you really comfortable on those long cross-country, or cross-state border drives. You do get a bit uncomfortable in some of these cars, probably not in this one. Well, by clicking this seat kinetics, the seat adjusts just ever so slightly to keep you very comfortable. Lumbar support can be all adjusted digitally, shoulders, side bolsters, dynamic multi-contour seats, so when you're driving the seats react to your cornering. Heating settings, so you can have all sorts of heating settings. Heating balance, so you want more heating on the shoulders or more heating throughout the hose seat or at the bottom. And position the seats automatically, and you can reset the settings, and as you can see, your height and everything is taken into account. Now another beautiful setting here, ambient lighting. As you can see, I've got the sort of purpley blue light on now at the moment, which you can see right there in the back. Very, very nice. It contours all the way through the seats and through the dash. And you can change the color. It can be multicolored, it can be a single color, it can strobe and change its color. All the settings are, see, multicolor, chrome. You can have brightness and you can have effect. So, you know, when warning when exiting, it can change the color. A lot of options just through there. It's just, yeah, mind-boggling. So that's the comfort settings. Now car settings, there is so many to go through. I'll quickly just scroll through. So you can see, so this is the assistance, collision avoidance, assistance, camera, parking, driving, and there's multiple settings here. Vehicle settings. Now what's beautiful that I'm noticing is, compared to the previous generation S-Class or other Mercedes on the previous generation command system, this one is very snappy. Every time I press, it just works, it goes there, and very intuitive. Like using the screen like this, like your smartphone, is much easier than using the command system which used to be here. It is very, very good. If you're not tech savvy, you will actually like this more than using the old command system. Trust me, it is very easy. Look at me changing the options. Just select what you want, dynamic select, and you got all the options the car tells you. You can scroll like on the phone. If you've used the smartphone, you can use this no problem. Much easier than previous command systems. Lights, dynamic low beam, spotlight, low beam, interior, exterior lighting options, ambient lighting as before. You can go to edit settings, which we were in before. The system, so you can change a whole lot of systems. As you can see, hey Mercedes, and Mercedes listens to you when you say that. As you can see at the top there, it's listening currently. You got software update, data protection, internet, Bluetooth. It's basically a computer in the car. Very, very advanced and very, very nice.
This function is not available at the moment.
And look at that brain. It's showing the cancel Mercedes. Cancel. There you go. It was listening to all I was saying, and the brain was computing that. So this is the intelligent assists. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Cancel. Very good. As you can see, very, very nice. Online recognition, interior assistant, driver camera, and then you got information on the actual on the system itself. So that's the settings. Then you go into the phone, which once you've got a phone, you got two that you can have connected. Is very nice. Radio, obviously digital radio. Let's go into there, and it's picking up stations. Now very easy to scroll through your stations. Look how nice this looks. You got graphics all the way through. Just imagine driving to work and changing your stations as easy as that. Very, very nice. Volume control right there. So very, very nice. Media. Now it does have Bluetooth, so you can do Bluetooth streaming, online music when you're registered. It's even got a TV functionality, as you can see right there, and it's working. Click on that. Click on that. Well, that's channel 31, and USB functionality if you have a USB port connected. So that's the media. Information, car information. As you can see, I've had the car idling for 30 minutes, so it is very high usage at the moment. Vehicle comfort settings. As you can see, when you're driving, this will actually dynamically change. And the engine settings, so you can see your torque, your power, kPa, boost pressure, and whatnot, even your oil temperature and your car temperature. Very nice. And then smartphone integration, which is your Android Auto. And as you can see, our sales assistant Bree there is currently registered on this car. She can show you this car when you buy it or when you test drive it. She'll be more than happy to show you some of the Mercedes Me individualization settings via the fingerprint reader, which you can see right there. Doesn't like me, beeps. So there you go. That's a quick rundown of some of the climate control, the settings for the favorites here, and some of the settings just here. It is simply stunning to look at. I love the map view. Just have it like that. Very, very nice. All right, so when we go to the speedometer, tachometer, instrument display here, there's a lot of settings, so I'll quickly just run through some of those. Okay, so please ignore the flashing lights. These are not showing up to the driver. That's just the camera catching them. So as you can see, very modern pedal shift steering wheel. It's got the new updated blinker lights and your gear stick here. Very, very nice. It is definitely a different generation than what we've had previously. And let's go through some of the settings. So here, this is more familiar. You've got a touchpad here, which is capacitive. And if you want to change any settings, you can just scroll up. And as you can see, you got your fuel, your average, economy display. From start, your kilometers. Now you can have your map on here, so that's really neat to have. You can have your media, attention and safety options, your consumption, and economy display again. As you can see, it cycles through them. So very, very nice. And just on the right here, you can actually change various settings with your finger right there. Okay, some of the other settings is obviously cruise control, Distronic, so it's got the full Distronic cruise control. And what I just clicked was home here, and you can actually adjust the individual profiles. So let's have a look at some of them just quickly. We'll start with understated, and this changes the look, as you can see, of the display and even the command system. Now I'll go through some of these so you can have a look. Now we got sport. One moment. Sport, which gives it a very sporty view, as you can see. Go back, go to exclusive, my favorite here. Now we go to classic, very nice too. Go in here again, navigation. So look at that, you've got navigation here, and you got your navigation full screen display right there. Amazing. Assistant settings. So here, this will show you the cars that are in front. As you can see, it's detecting a car in front. And when you're driving, this would be really nice to see, because it would probably do a lot of different things on here. And service settings, so you can see your service and bulletins and whatnot. Let's leave it on exclusive, which is very nice to look at, very classy. So as you can see, a host of options right there at your fingertips using this new updated steering wheel. Now, if you're wondering what's this setting here for, that's actually controls the left screen, as you can see, so you can scroll through on the steering wheel rather than touching the screen if you're not comfortable doing that. And you got your volume settings, your phone, and your assistant settings right there. So as you can see, lots of technology, lots of gadgets, but very easy to use. You shouldn't be afraid of these. Now, just here we've got the beautiful headlight control. We've got your brake. And these are some of the settings, the blind settings, and you can see the heated and cooled seats, 3 different levels, and cooled, and they definitely work. And as you can see, the highlighting all through here, very, very nice. Yeah, basically next generation. This is the latest 2021 S-Class, and it is simply stunning. Alright, so we've had a good look at the interior. We've experienced some of the creature comforts. I'll just read out some of the settings that this car has just quickly. Now, this center console is an option in black crystal. So this is a black crystal. To me, it looks like piano black, but it's a black crystal as per specs. So it does have the 360-degree camera, parking guidance, Distronic Plus, cruise control, blind spot assistance, lane keeping assistance, active parking assistance with that beautiful 360 camera. It's got the emergency call system, traffic sign recognition, anti-theft alarm, and rear end collision system too. In terms of the features on the inside of the car, or in general, it's got the memory package, panoramic sunroof, rear window blind, electronically controlled, heads-up display, the Mercedes Me app, live traffic information, full command system, as I showed you with SatNav, wireless telephone, Bluetooth telephone, digital radio, premium sound system via the Burmeister, AC cooling package, keyless go package with those beautiful door handles that come in and out, dark privacy glass, remote trunk opening as you saw, and that beautiful illumination package through here, which is just simply stunning. It would be very nice in the night, definitely. All right, thank you for watching. Let's have a look at it on the outside just one more time. So there you have it. Absolutely amazing. The best technology that you can get in a luxury car like this, in Mercedes on the S-Class, with so many features. It's basically like a control center. Absolute computing power inside. Yeah, you can't get any better than that. So this beautiful S450 2021 model in as new condition with only just over 16,000 kilometers. Save yourself almost 100k on this car. 300k new now for 2 to 10. It is remarkable value. Come and see it. We believe first to see will buy this beautiful S450. Thank you for watching.